All right, and boom. What is up, everybody? It's me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia, and we are back once again with another Avatar Fighters, or Avatar Legends, the fighting game video. I like Avatar Fighters because it's just shorter, and that is also the name of their social media, like their YouTube is called Avatar_Fighters. Faster to say, but the full title, working title, is Avatar Legends, the fighting game. Since it's a working title, it's subject to change at any point. It's just what they're working with at the moment. And we're back with another video for Avatar Legends, the fighting game. This one is going to be going over the support character system. This is something I have been very interested about. Honestly, the only things about this game that I still want to know is I want to see Katara's gameplay before the beta or the closed alpha drops. I want to know if I'm getting into that closed alpha, so I want them to hurry up and send out invites, but I also want to know how this support character system works, because we've seen it since they started showing off gameplay. There are these characters in the background, and I want to know what they actually do for the gameplay, because otherwise they just kind of fill out the background. If you have not already seen my other Avatar Fighters video, we did one for the official reveal trailer, the first reveal ever. We did one for the movement system, the flow movement system they showcased, and then the last one we did was for the control scheme, or the control overview, where they showed us what the buttons are, how they're going to work. I really like that. I think every single trailer we kind of get more from this game, and we see that it's closer to complete than we probably thought it was. But I like the controls because we have an ABC, like light, medium, heavy button layout, like a lot of games do. 2X KO, Injustice do light, medium, heavy, and then that fourth button, which is always different depending on which game. For this game, it is a flow button, which will give you parries if pressed at the right time, and it will give you specific movement special moves if pressed in conjunction with a direction. They didn't really say, I've heard someone say that they're using motion inputs, but I didn't see them specifically say that. So until we get word that they're doing motion inputs, quarter circles and the likes, then I will, then we'll say it's officially word once they say it. But even if they do motion inputs, you also have this flow system that kind of acts like one button special moves and gives you some of the like easy inputs that you would expect from Street Fighter 6 modern controls or Super Smash Brothers, where you can just hit one button plus a direction to get certain moves. So even if you are not too much into the more complicated motion inputs, and that's what they go with, you will have some easy inputs with this flow movement system. So I'm excited to see all of this work in conjunction. But for right now, we have to check out the support characters, and we're going to get into it. Also, I am going to be making an Avatar playlist as of the day that this video goes up. So if you look down in the description below, there should be a new Avatar playlist. It'll feature all of my Avatar Legends, the fighting game videos, but also the videos that I made for the show. It's only about 2 videos. I made one, my top 10 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and my top 10 episodes of Legend of Korra. A funny thing about that first one, the Last Airbender video, I used a clip that was like copyright claimed and got blocked by Viacom. So that video was blocked for like years, and then eventually I went back and re-edited it and made it so that it's visible. So you can check that video out. You can check both of them out right now. But there was a long time where that video was just straight up blocked. So let's check out what the support is going to do in this game.
Avatar Legends, the fighting game, allows you to choose one of 3 unique support characters for each main character.
Supports for each
support character provides unique advantages and playstyles for their character. Let's take a look at what Aang's
so it's a variation system.
Gyatso enables Aang's air scooter with more mobility by enabling a controllable ball of air going forward and backwards with the ability to pass through opponents.
Oh, so he can't normally do
greater
that.
Control over your glider by pressing left, right,
glider,
or nothing with the flow button in the air. You can
look,
also
Momo is hanging on to him. That's so sick.
Much quicker than before.
Momo's gliding with him.
Pop-up provides Aang the ability to directly go into flow attacks using any normal attack button. Experiment with all the support characters to find your fighting styles then. You want to see more? Sign up for the closed alpha test now.
No, I want you to show me more.
Don't forget to wishlist Avatar Legends, the fighting game.
He's going kind of crazy. Okay, so they told us, right? But I feel like they could have showed us more. We did get Aang as the example, and once the beta drops early December, first week of December, we're probably going to be able to explore at least the different variations for these 4 characters. So 4 characters, and it seems like they're going to get 3 variations each. 12 total variations in the closed alpha. That seems fun. However, I played some Mortal Kombat, right? I played Mortal Kombat 9, X, 11, 1. I mean, I've even played some of the older ones, but specifically, those are the eras of like them trying different things with variations. Not 9, but one thing I know about MKX variations, which is when they were the most strict version of the variations, you had 3 different types, and you had to choose one of those, or you could go no variation mode, if I remember correctly. One thing I learned about MKX and the meta of the game around those variations is there was usually one strong variation, the other 2 were sort of gimmicks. Sometimes there were 2 strong variations and the one was a gimmick, but very, very rarely were there ever 3 really good variations in the MKX style variation system. Even then, when it was implemented into MK11, very rarely was there 3 good variation systems. It wasn't until customs where it was like, okay, now we have really good variations. So I would say that will probably extend to Avatar Legends, where there's going to be one variation or one support character that is the meta, and then the other 2 are more casual and they are more for fun, and they are for those people who are trying to experiment a bit more. As far as this, like the variations that they showed us for Aang, it seems to me like Appa variation is stronger than the other 2. So Monkiatsu gives you a better air scooter. You can control the air scooter, you can go through opponents. So that's a mobility thing. I think the air scooter is like a flow movement button, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. Then we have his air glider. That's definitely a flow movement button, the air glider. And you have more control and a more enhanced version of the air glider. Those 2 are fun and they're like utility for moving. Doesn't it seem like the best option out of these 3 is the offensive, the flow cancelable normals? Because I don't know too much about the flow system yet. We don't know everything about it. But having more combo routes just seems like the strongest thing that you can do. I think, okay, so here it looks like they're showing off all 3. I think that was like, hold on. So there is like combo routes for each one, I guess. Well, actually, let me see the air scooter one again. No, air scooter doesn't really give you any new combos. Glider can. So here we're looking like some fly on fly glider combos. So that actually might be pretty strong. So what I'm observing already, it seems like the Appa support is top tier. That's going to be the meta. The Momo support will probably also be useful, just a little bit less. And then the air scooter thing is just going to be casual gimmick, just for fun, not really for offense. Could be wrong because I have not played this game myself, so it could really go either way when the full game comes out. But that's what it looks like. I'm excited to see, like, even if Aang is like the prototype for these support characters and his are not as fleshed out as the rest of them, I want to see really good fleshed out support characters for the rest of the cast. Also, a question that I'm going to have is, if a character is support, does that mean that they are disqualified from being a main roster character? In this case, Appa, Gyatso, and Momo, no one was really looking for these 3 characters to be playable too much. Actually, I might have asked for Momo or Appa to be playable in my video. I'm gonna have to go back and check when I did my roster wish list for Avatar Legends. Check that out if you have not already. But I think in the future, I would love to see, like we already have Mei as a support character for Zuko. Does that mean she cannot be playable, or is it possible that you can have a support character and then also be a main character? Similar to like Mortal Kombat, they didn't do it a lot, which makes me think that they didn't want to confuse the audience, but you do have certain characters like Sub-Zero and Scorpion who are main roster characters and are also cameo characters. That is going to be it for this one for right now. Without further ado, let me hit you with boom, the 3-hit combo. I need you to smash the like button like Appa, spear the subscribe button like Sokka, and kick the notification bell like Monkiatsu. You didn't expect that now, did you? If you are excited for Avatar Legends, the fighting game. So we know how the support characters work, but we still don't know anything about Katara's gameplay, which I'm still waiting to see. We need a full screen bloodbending command grab. Everyone wants that. We all want that. Yes, we. And also we want to see, when are the invites going to go out for the closed alpha. So this weekend is going to be the Invincible versus closed alpha, and on Friday morning, which is like the first day of the alpha, that's when their invites are going to go out. So Avatar Legends we might get invites a week before, we might get invites the week of. Either way, I am excited. Hopefully, look, fingers crossed, best case scenario, we get into Invincible versus this weekend. I make some videos, I make some content. We get into Avatar Legends, the fighting game, in December. I make some videos and make some content. And then we're basically set until 2026 when we start to get more reveals and some of these games start to drop. And games that are already out, like 2XKO, start to add new content, new characters. Actually, they did just add new content and new characters with their last update. But also check out my 2XKO new main alert video that I did last week, playing some Blitzcrank before the buffs and playing some Teemo before the nerfs, but I still had a lot of fun with both of those characters. So check out the Avatar playlist if you want to check out any of my other Avatar Legends videos or just Avatar videos in general. Check out last week's video playing 2XKO, and I will see you guys next time in another new one. Also, tell me how you are feeling about the support characters. It was a bit underwhelming. This is one of the most underwhelming reveals for Avatar Legends so far, but that's not a bad thing. That means that the other reveals really impressed me. They were really a lot more than I expected, and this one was just kind of, okay, I get it now, but I want more. So that's going to be it for this one, you guys. Let me know how you are feeling. Tell me if you feel me, and I will see you next time in another new one. Peace out.
I'm gonna do what he would have done to me. I'm gonna do what he would have done to me. No, you're fucked. The audio went kind of crazy at the very end, and I think the game is broken now. Did he rage quit? Oh, he might have rage quit.